Hi, I'm Steve Brown. I lead Arrow Leadership. We develop Jesus-centered leaders. And today on Tips and Tools for Leaders, we're going to focus in on presentations. I've had the opportunity over the last 15 years to watch a lot of amazing trainers who've come to the Arrow Leadership Program. And I've picked up a lot of tips and tools from them over the years, and I want to share some of those with you right now. The first one is to come to serve. Come with a servant heart. How can you serve those people who are putting on the event and also the people who are there? You can be praying for them. You can be available to them. So not trying to multitask and do different work, but spend time with people. You can help in very practical ways with chairs or cleaning up or whatever it might be, because people are watching you and they want to see a servant heart in you. And if they do, they're going to be listening a lot more. Second thing I'd share would be that less is more. So often we come as the specialist or the expert in a topic. We've studied it a lot, we know a lot about it, and we want to share all of what we know with people in a very short amount of time. Less is more. Boil down all the things you know into the most important things for people to know. Add to your notes things that are extras for people, or put online things that people can go and get more info if they're interested. But remember that less is more. Don't back the truck up on people. The next thing would be the 20-minute rule. I believe you've got 20 minutes maximum before you need to get people moving or talking amongst themselves or applying what you're talking about. So 20 minutes or less, you need to stop talking and get other people moving, because the physical movement will help them to learn more. Get them talking and sharing with one another, or doing something to drive home what you're talking about. 20 minutes or less. Technology. A lot of people wonder, how much technology should I use? I've watched Arrow trainers use no technology and hit a home run, and I've watched Arrow leaders use a lot of technology and hit a home run. I think either can work. If you are using technology, as best you can, make sure it works in the setting that you're in, and with the technology or the bandwidth that's there. Make sure it works as best you can. But don't over-rely and over-depend on technology, because maybe simple could actually be better. You could add creativity to help people really go deep in what you're sharing. What's one takeaway from our time together? This is a great question to ask at the end of your training time. So give about 5 minutes for this. But what's one, out of all I've shared, what's one takeaway that would be helpful to you to leave this place with? Give people even 30 seconds in silence to look at the notes, to ask the Lord to be quiet, and then have them stand and share with the partner. That act of doing that will help them very concretely take something away, and by sharing it out loud, it actually drives it deeper inside them. One last thing, don't rush. I've seen trainers who've got to the point where they only have 15 minutes left, but they've got 45 minutes of content left. And they say that, I've got way too much stuff here, and we're just going to put the pedal to the metal and get it all out in the next 15 minutes. And they become this fire hose that just kind of drowns the people in front of them. I would really, really encourage you not to do that. Instead, give people options and say, hey, I've got more things we could talk about today than we have time. And there are 3 different tracks we could go down in the time we have left. Path A, Path B, Path C. Which one is most interesting to you? Get them to choose, and then set the other 2 aside and say, we're going to spend our 15 minutes left on this last path, and do it well, and don't overload people or overwhelm people. So don't rush, and especially don't say you're needing to rush and cram in. It's not a great way for people to learn, and they don't enjoy it. These are some, I hope, helpful tips to you to be a better communicator, to be a better trainer or class leader. And there are more of these on a free downloadable. The site is on the screen, and I trust that these are going to help you to be a more effective communicator and trainer to those around you.